In this tutorial, we want to look at how to draw this in logo in Inkscape 1.0 or in Inkscape in general. When you look at this logo here, you can see that it's the only thing that is in is this shape here repeating itself 4 times. So if you move the shape here, you see it fits here. So that's what we want to generate 4 of this shape, and then we can rotate 90 degrees with respect to each other, and then we get the shape. So the first thing you would do is to draw a circle. You can draw a circle more or less like this shape, or whichever circle you want. You can draw a circle, any circle, maybe a bit big. Go to Control and draw a circle. Let me change the color of the circle. You can go to the color palette here, or if you can also use the fill and stroke by going to Object, Fill and Stroke, and when you press it, this thing pops up here. Okay, now I would let's look at select our circle, and then you can give it a stroke. If you want to change the color of the stroke, you just go to Shift, and then you can choose a color that you want, whichever color it's got. And you can also change the size of the stroke by coming here and then selecting the object that you want to change the stroke. So you can come here and change the size and the color. You can press here, or you can just go to Shift, and then when the object is selected, and you choose whichever color you want the stroke to be. Okay, now we are going to produce 2 additional circles. We will need 2 of these circles, maybe 3 for now. We do 3 of these circles. We have 1 here, so we go to Edit and we do duplicate. You can for the second one, or you can just press this with the left mouse and go to the space bar, and it's press it and it gives you duplicates. So now we have 3 circles here. We take 1 out, and the next circle we want it to be the size to be 2/3 of the first circle. First of all, I also forgot to tell you one thing. When you draw the circle, check whether it's truly a circle by looking at the width and the height here, and then if they are equal, lock this padlock so that it doesn't get distorted, maybe in any form. Now we are here, we want to get 2/3 of this. So when you go to Object and go to Transform, press Transform, this dialog will come up, and here you can choose. We want to change the scale this to 2/3. So go to Scale. Normally you will see 100 there. If there is no 100 because you've used it before, just go there and write 100. That is the exact size of this, what is selected, and then we divide it by 1.5, and then you press Enter, and then don't forget you go to Apply, and then it gives you this. For our work, we need 2 of these circles, so go on and press it and do extra 2 more. 1, 2 with the keyboard, or you can go to Edit, Duplicate. Now we move 1 here because we need 2 of this, 2 of this, and then 1 of a smaller one. We need another circle which is 1. Actually, I would prefer to rather, because we need a circle which is 2/3 of this one, and another circle which is 1/3 of this one. So I prefer to use this original one, because I can of course divide this by 1.3, but maybe it would 1.5, but maybe it will distort it a bit. So just I do another copy here, and I'll the other copy of the smaller one I will discard after. Just select it, you go to edit and duplicate, and then we bring it here. And now because we want it to be, we go to 100 again, and then we divide this by 3, and then we go to apply. So now this, we need 2 of these, 2 of this, and 1 of this to work with. Now pick one of your the biggest circle, or the original one. We bring it a bit down, and then what you would need is that we need a square that will go through this place here to get the first quadrant of this circle. So draw any square at all. It should be obviously bigger so that you can place it here, because we just need the first quadrant of this circle for our work. So we go to the square and the rectangle tool, and then we go to control so that we get a perfect square. We draw a bigger one a bit, something like this is okay. You can change the color if you want, just to change for you to see. And one thing I had forgotten, I never told you, we need to have the snapping on. So go on and enable your snapping, because you want this side to snap to the center. And then we would need snap nodes, path and handle. And if you press this one, we need this one snap to cusp nodes, including rectangle corner, which is this. And then we put this on snap other points. We want to snap the centers of the objects, and also snap an item's rotation center, so that we have this. Oh yes, I did a mistake. We want the left quadrant, not the, we want the first quadrant, not the second quadrant. So we want this. So we go on and select both. Go to shift, we have both selected, and then you go to path, and then you do intersection. So this is what we have now. We put this down. Now we go for the second circle, and then with this second circle, what we need is that we have to put the second circle here, up here, so that it snaps. Let's see, is it snapping? I want it to I want the top here of this to snap with this top here. So maybe we should add more snapping. We are snapping. Oh, okay, yes, let's put this on. Let's snap smooth snap smooth nodes, including quadrant points of ellipse on. Put that also on, because we want to see that it's snapped. Okay, so you see it snapped nicely. And then just select both. You go to shift, this is already selected, select this and go to path union. Now we have this here. We need now this circle. Now what we want to do with this circle is we need a square that will a diamond, more or less, because I will rotate it to 5 degrees. So we go to the rectangle and square tool, and then we go to control, and then we create a square that will go through those points I talked about, more or less. Something like this is okay. You select your square, and then the next thing we want to do is, before we were in scale, but we want to go to rotate, because we want to rotate this 45 degrees, so it's more or less we need that so we can place it there. So go to change the angle to 45 degrees. You see an angle here, put 45 degrees, and then you can rotate it. Choose either clockwise or anti-clockwise, it's not important. And then you press apply. Then we try to place it somewhere here. I want it to snap, so what is there? Do I need some? Yes, it's snapped. The things we have already are good. It's snapped because I wanted it to snap. Let's see here. Yes, you see it goes through this and this. That's what we want. We want it to go through this and this. If you set if you are having problem, it will snap if you have these snaps enabled, but if not, you can check it by pressing the circle, and you see these handles help you. Now go on and select both. We have this already selected, so I go to shift and select also the square, and then since I want this part, I go on and do path, and then I do difference. So I have this. So let's look at what we need. We can bring this here to observe what we need more or less. Let's move it down. We want to produce this. Now we want to put this here so that it looks more or less like this. I think we need to put this on the snap bounding box, and maybe we should put on the snap bounding box corners or the snap edges of bounding box. I will put this on, and then we try to snap there. Did you see? So it's important you put this on snap bounding box corners. You add it to what we have so that it snaps here. Now we have more or less this part here, but still here is smooth, but don't worry, we'll care for that. Now we select this and then go to shift, and then you select this as well, and then you go to path, and then you do difference. Now we have this. We are still not yet there because you see there's this sharp thing here. Now the next thing we want to do is to smoothen this part, so we go for the smaller one here, and let it snap down here. We want a snap here where it joins with this nicely. Now select both, go to shift, this is already selected, then select this as well, and then go to path, and then we go to difference. Now we have produced what we want. This and this looks similar. Now you pick what you want. Maybe we give it a different color. Okay, now you come to this circle, the original circle. This we don't need anymore, so we can discard from here. We bring this here. It snaps up here. Let it snap up there, and then you go on and do a duplicate. You go to edit, duplicate, and then you rotate what you've duplicated 90 degrees. So you go to this transform place, let's give it 90, then we do apply. Now we come and place it here. Let me see. Yes, you place it there. I mean, you can rotate it 90 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it was clockwise, so then you place it clockwise. If you do anti-clockwise, then you place it here. Okay, now we do another copy of what we have here. Maybe we give it a different color, or we don't think. Let's just do our rotation first, and then we can think of coloring. Then we do this, we go to edit, duplicate again, and then we go to apply. We have the next one, we fix it here, and then the same lights, you pick this, you can press the left bar and the space bar if you prefer that than going to edit duplicate. So we have our copy, and then we go to apply, and now we've produced what we want. If you don't like the inner part, now we can get rid of the circle if we want it to look like this with a white this. Then you can also leave it there and color it. Now what I did was to put some gradients in what I drew and designed it a bit. You can design it as well. Maybe here, let's choose this to be this blue, for example. We choose this to be another blue. This, for example, we choose this to be this. We choose this. I mean, you can choose whichever colors you like. Now we have what we require. Something like this is what we went for. Now you can give it some gradients if you want. So you can go to our gradient tool, select each one of them, and then go to the gradient tool and then give it some gradients. If it moves, it doesn't matter. After, you can arrange them. So I gave them a radial gradient, so you can just come here, give them some radial gradients as you wish. You can get this and pull here, then you come to the next one and pick it and give it as well radial gradients. So you come here, can pull it down depending on which direction you want. If you want it to come all over, you can. If you want to distribute it, oops, I think the other one was good like this. Yeah, I think it's okay. Then you can go to the next one and you select, and the same thing. So I think you get what I mean. You go and just give each one some form of gradient. Let's select this and give it also some form of gradient. More. If it's shifted a bit, you arrange it nicely, and then you can make it a union to get what you need. So we have this, and then you can select all. For it to be stable, you can select all and go to object, not union, sorry. You go to object group, then there you are. So this is what we created came from. You can change the colors as you wish. Thank you for watching. Please help me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.